History has had its day in court and scored a crushing victory. So wrote the London Times in the year 2000. Denial is the story of a legal battle for historical truth against a Holocaust denier.
I said to you quite tastelessly that more women died on the back seat of Senator Edward Kennedy's car at Chappaquiddick than ever died in a gas chamber at Auschwitz.
It is my pleasure to introduce Professor Deborah Lipstadt. Whatever the reasons that people become deniers, they often have an agenda which they won't admit to.
Why do you continually denigrate the work of David Irving?
You can have opinions about the Holocaust, but I won't meet with anyone who says the Holocaust didn't happen.
Professor Lipstadt, I am that David Irving. And I've got $1,000 to give anyone who can show me a document that proves the Holocaust.
You're taking on a real person who is still alive.
Yeah.
How did that play out for you? How do you do that?
Well, I think I do it in the same way I try and do any character. I mean, you do have, it's a hazard because you're playing somebody that everybody's seen, but you do have a model, somebody that you can aim at to try and become. But it's what I do with any character, whether they're a person who harbours popular views or unpopular views, is to try and make a connection between them and you. Look at them from their point of view.
Irving's just sent us notice of a suit to be filed in the High Court.
Miss Lipstadt has done very real damage to my professional existence.
What did you say about him?
I think I called him a liar and a falsifier of history.
You better get yourself lawyered up.
A man accuses you of something and it's your job to prove he's wrong. In the US, there's a presumption of innocence.
Yeah, not in the UK.
This case is happening to you, but it's not about you.
Auschwitz is at the very center of Holocaust belief, so it's at the very center of Holocaust denial.
There were no gas chambers anywhere at Auschwitz.
The film was actually in gestation for about 9 years for some people, like the producers, and after David started writing it, I came on board. But David has been writing since 2010.
I think that's probably, I believe the average life of a film from the moment it's first conceived to when it appears in the cinema is now 7 years. So this is a pretty average experience, I think.
And very interestingly, when you work on a project that's that long in germination, it's based on a true story, it can get stale over the period of time that it takes to get it together. But this story has actually, I think, gained in relevance. It's about someone who is a demagogue and a liar and a falsifier of truth.
To be challenged in the British court system.
It was not easy. It was not easy. When I first I think back now, I've thought a lot since the movie came out and there's been all this interest in it and attention to it. I think back on those early days when I thought, how the heck am I going to fight this? Where do I even begin? And I was very lucky that I managed to put together a terrific legal team. And then double, gift when it came time to put together the movie. The team that was put together, I didn't put it together, obviously. The producers did, was just top-notch from one end to the other, and that's not just the talent you see on the screen, but the people behind the camera, Mick Jackson, the director, starting with David Hare's screenplay, and then, Tom Wilkinson and Tim Spall, and of course Rachel Weisz.
Well, freedom of speech means you can say whatever you want.
The phrase is a poison to which there is no antidote.
What you can't do is lie and expect not to be accountable for it.
There are no holes in that roof, therefore there never were any gas chambers.
No holes, no Holocaust. He wanted a catchy phrase. He's got it.
Where's the evidence? Where's the proof?
Not all opinions are equal.
But I'm not a racist.
The earth is round, the ice caps are melting, and Elvis, it's not a lie. I'm not attacking freedom of speech. I've been defending my right to stand up against someone who wants to pervert the truth.
This is a fascinating chunk of history that most of us never heard about until now. So check out Denial in your Power Zone.